Hello, 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 hello. Happy Saturday. Well, for you it is. For me, it's actually still Friday. It's almost midnight, but it's close to Saturday. And since you saw me last, a couple of hours have been passing. And I've been quite busy. And a few things came up that I wanted to share. So, for one, I did record about an hour of prep work for Art Day. So, Monday, I'm going to have a big day for new projects. The Canvas birthday art day thing came in, and I prepped all of the things that I could prep. So, the camera footage is also edited and stuff, so I'm as far ahead as I could be with the project that I'm gonna work on Monday. So that's awesome. Also, I did some coloring. It's still the 30-day coloring challenge. It's day 3. I changed to the Magical Jungle and I started a page there. Also posted my photo, good girl that I am. So that was done. And then I had said in the last vlog that we would have game night tonight with my mom at her house. We would meet up and enjoy wonderful food and a few board games. And we had not only wonderful food, but it was, excuse my French, goddamn fucking amazing. Mommy did outdid herself today. It was very yummy and we enjoyed it a lot. Also, we played 2 games. We try to have game night with cooking at her house once a month. Because, it's really difficult after so many years that you had kids at the house and also your husband at the house and you were cooking for more than one, and then you're, in a single household. It's kind of shitty, folks, I can tell. And we just want to make sure that, for one, I don't have to cook. I love cooking, don't get me wrong, but I like to be at my mom's house and let her cook because she, besides my grandma, she was my teacher when it comes to cooking and nutrition and how to put things together and what goes very well with what. She was my teacher aside from my grandma, so I really like my mom's cooking, and I'm very glad when she asked, it's a month gone by, would you like to come around for a date night pretty much with gaming, and I'm gonna cook something nice, 3 courses, and we're gonna play a few board games. Really enjoy that time. So I was very happy that today again she really outdid herself with the food. This time she created something super yummy that I requested the recipe for, and was just very nice. We played Oceanas. So we always bring a game that she had the game night before. So something that she recognizes, something that she's not learning from scratch. Because I think people are, especially if they're not daily or weekly gamers like we are, they're at a disadvantage if they have to learn a new game every time and then try to compete with us or try to keep up with us. So we want to always have a familiar game, something that she already knows, and she decides what games what game that's gonna be. So she says which one we should bring, and then we always bring a new one, a surprise, something that we think she would like. And today we brought Kanagawa, and she really liked this game, and she had a lot of fun, and so had Daniel and I. We had a lot of fun. That was great. And Daniel won both games. Mom was second in both games, and I was just, nah, something was off. Maybe I was too well fed. I was just, didn't even get close to their scores. But I didn't have to. I enjoyed myself. So after game night, I got some things back in the bag. So we brought a bag. There's the games in here usually. The nice Cthulhu War bag, because it's really big. We can fit the big boxes. And it was actually really nice. Hold on. I'm going to put you down. Not I'm going to put you down, but I'm going to put you down so that you can see. And I'm going to pull things from the bag. For one, when we went to my mom's house, we checked the mailbox and I got mail. Happy mail, super happy mail. Where is it though? There it is. I cannot show you the front because it's actually private, but that is the back. And that is the journal diary that I sent back and forth with my cousin. Maybe you remember. So we started the second book. It's really thick. And we started that, and my cousin just sent it to me. So yay! She has a gorgeous painting in there. It's really gorgeous. I can show the painting, but the cover, it's private. It's photos, and I haven't asked her if I can show photos of her on the internet, so I won't show it to you. I'm sorry, folks. That is just for my private enjoyment. But she decorated the book this time round. Last time I did decorate the book. This time she did. And we always send a letter back and forth, so we write a letter. And we always paint a painting, and we just catch up with each other and see what's going on. Like the old days, snail mail. And I really, really enjoy that with her. It's we do that now for, is it 2 or 3 years? I think it's 2 years, but it could also be 3. Hold on. I think 2014. Yeah, so that would be 3 years that we're doing that, filling those books back and forth with artwork, inspiring the other person, pushing the other person. Complimenting, criticizing on the artwork, what we see, and it's just, oh, how did you do that? Or you were brave there. How did it feel? How did you do that? Or was it scary to try something like that? And also we send a letter back and forth that is about private life and what is going on and what we do and what we experience and stuff like that. And it's really nice. I really enjoy the letter journals with her. It's very old school, but we can communicate at our own pace. I think that is the coolest thing. And she is the one other dedicated artist in my family. We have a painter, not artist. Excuse that. No, that's the wrong word. Painter. We have lots and lots of dedicated artists in my family. My mother-in-law, for example, is really, really, really great with music. So, oh my gosh. And my cousin is too. And my brother is really, really good with photography. And he's an artist there. But my cousin and I, we're the painters. And I hope it looks like it right now. But well, we just have to wait and see. But it looks like my niece is going to join us painters. She's very visual. She is a tiny little sweet artist already. And I hope she keeps it up, but I don't want to put her under pressure, you know. I want her to be curious and evolve, but she's painting and drawing a lot. She's 5 years old and she's really good already. So I see her progressing maybe a bit faster than other kids. So I hope she stays with the love for drawing or painting while those difficult years come, when people influence you at school or when you're a teenager and maybe have other interests as well, and while hormones just go crazy. I hope that she either has an outlet in art, or maybe even focuses on painting or drawing. Yeah, but that has to be seen. But for now, it's only my cousin and I that are dedicated painters, and I really like communicating the old way, the snail mail way with her. What I also got from my mom, and I'm not going to show you the insights because that is definitely private, but I've told you so much about the family letters that I've been archiving and the research that I've been doing. So I asked my mom, are there any other photos or is there maybe photo albums that are still at her house that maybe my dad inherited and not were not in the big box that I had inherited, like the loose photos and stuff, because I remember way more photos that my grandma had than the ones that I inherited. And she said, yeah, she's got some photos. And when we're together and when the time's right, I'm definitely able to look through them. She's, I'm the one who's curious about the past. I want to know way more. But I think she's very curious about what I found out or what I will find out, but not as much in the process of researching and finding out and digging. That's more my thing. But she's definitely curious about the results just to know. It doesn't change anything in how we see our families, but it's just, well, I'm enjoying the process. I want to know. I want to see what I can dig up, and it's my heritage. I'm pretty much one of the youngest who's still there, and who knows the stories. So I want to put them down, put them together for maybe my niece and nephew or for my great cousins, if they are interested and stuff. Since I don't have kids of my own, I would put this information down for the next generation, meaning my cousin's kids or my brother's kids. But maybe. Well, there's some distant family members that I know of that might also be interested in what we find out or what I find out, what I can dig up of mutual ancestors. So yeah, I'm just interested in completing the puzzle, so to say, and my mom's interested in seeing the puzzle completed, or as completed as I can manage. So she dug nicely, nice lady, wonderful lady. She dug through the shelf of photo albums and photos with me tonight after we finished gaming, and she gave me 2 albums, this one and this one. I'm not gonna open them. Again, this is absolute private, and I respect my mom's wishes that this stays private. But what I can share with you, what I want to share with you, is that here in these albums, there are lots of photos of my dad and his family that were just collected over the years. And what I'm gonna do is, off camera, of course, I'm going to scan all of those pages, all of those photos, and then I'm gonna give those albums back to my mom. But I can use them for research later when I search for either family resemblance, because I noticed that especially in the family of my grandmother, there's a strong, very strong family resemblance. So it might help me when I go and dig for information or people on people that were in the family but that I don't have a lot of information on, like cousins, brothers, that I definitely know the names of, but I don't know if I have photos or any more data to go with. So that might help me later. That's why I'm going to scan all of those, and then I'm going to give the albums back to my mom, because, well, it's my dad's albums. He's in there a lot. And of course she wants to keep them. I mean, no questions asked. That's logic, right? I mean, I would hold on to anything of my husband in case he should go first. So for her to even let go of those albums for a couple of weeks and giving them to me and saying, yeah, there you go. I only want those albums back and not this whole bag of photos. This is big, folks. This is the life of my grandfather, so my dad's father. From pretty much the day he was born, other than the birth certificate and the Second World War. It's all in here. It's his first job. So he was in a circus. He was an artist in a circus. And I can track his movement through Europe with that and complete information. And it's just photos, it's no letters, but there's notes on the back of all of those photos and cards that will help me put down his location at one point, maybe even his brother's location. I don't know, I haven't dug through them. But my mom very graciously said that I could keep those photos and I just have to give back the albums, which is totally fine because she has a closer connection, of course, with my dad. So with the albums and the photos of my dad rather than my dad's father, whom she never met. And she's very glad that I dig. And she wants to provide me with as much information as she can so that I'm able to dig and be as precise and as correct as I can possibly be to pin things down. But she's not interested in the process of digging and digging and digging and digging. That's my job. So I very happily can report that I got, excuse my French, a shitload more of information and stuff that will help completing the puzzle or putting very important puzzle pieces together, and that will help a lot just pinpointing locations where to search. So am I gonna search in Germany or in maybe in Italy or maybe in France or in Spain? Or in Poland, or maybe Czech Republic or Luxembourg. Where am I going to search? Which country am I going to focus on when I search for something or someone? That's just going to help a lot to put down a rough movement of my grandfather. So this is a biggie. And now I know that there's more photos. I know that at least 3 albums are not here, and I assume that they are with my aunt, so I have to ask her to, well, check in the cellar if she still has the albums or if my cousin has them. And if they have them, maybe I can borrow them for an hour or 2 at my house and then just scan everything and copy everything and then give the albums back, just to have those old photos that are very important that I remember, just to help me dig. But I have a lot of time until then, at least 2 months, 3 months, I guess, until I have to ask my aunt to go into the cellar and look for those old boxes and photo albums, where, yeah, I when I get to the stage that I have the letters done and I will work on the photos, I want to start with as complete information as I have. I sent her a long list of questions already in the last email. It's like, yeah, hello, how are you? Here are my questions. Have a wonderful day. It's so bad. But she knows things, or she remembers things that I might not. just because maybe she knows the stories, and I may not have been told stories. I know that I've been told more stories than both my brother and my cousin and my mom, actually, my mom too, but I don't know how many stories my aunt knows from my uncle. So I have to check and see if maybe she can be a source for me to put down together that puzzle. And yeah, but I'm very glad that I have this big box or bag of photos that I can now put into the box with all the other photos and look for them. That's all the other colleagues and the people he worked with in his time in the circus. It's amazing. It's half a life. Well, a third of a life, actually. But yeah, I just got a lot of information there that I can dig through and see. I don't know why I am so keen and so almost devoted to complete the picture of my ancestors. I don't know why that is. Again, my mom likes the end result, but she's not fond of digging. I don't know why I am. Don't know. Maybe it's just my personality. We'll see. But that has been Friday night. I just scheduled the last choco clock for you for tomorrow. And I'm gonna work maybe a bit more on the French letters from auntie and uncle. I've got a third of the box is done, so there's quite a lot still to go, and maybe I just watch some YouTube videos and do some more letter archiving. And next week I'm going to work on the scanning of the albums, because I want to get those albums as back to my mom as fast as I can. I don't know if she looks through them very often. I suspect not, because I think she looks more through the memories that she has with my dad. So vacations they spent together, time they spent together, and in those albums there's lots of things that are on photo way before my dad met my mom. So I think she's not gonna want to flip through that album tomorrow, but still, just in case she wants to, I want to get those albums back to her as quick as I can, just to make sure that she's able to dig through things if she likes. You know, I don't want to keep things here just because I'm trying to complete a jigsaw puzzle there. I want her to have access to the original, and I just want to have the copies of the photos that I think are going to be relevant in my later search. So yeah, that's the update. That's a lot of talking already. I suspect this is going to be a long vlog, but I'm gonna go now and see what the rest of the week will bring. It's time to do some work. It's Tuesday morning. Well, it's actually almost noon, but yeah, I've been working yesterday all day long. Finished a big art day project. It's 3 parts, so oopsie daisy. There's gonna be 3 parts coming out of Critical Hits. That's the name of the art project. And I finished that yesterday, start to finish, like beginning to end pretty much. Well, aside from the prep work that I filmed on Friday. And yeah, that was very successful, I think, but it was also, well, a lot of time that I spent, so I couldn't do pretty much anything else. I couldn't really color. I was also not really in the mood. I had very, very little time Saturday, Sunday, Monday, but also it's just my brain was not having it, so I didn't really color, which sucks because it's March. But I'm gonna color all in one go and then just have a bigger piece later this week. It's just very little footage for the vlog, but I think that's fine. I don't always have to have 10 or 11 hours of footage of coloring that I'm doing per week. This week it's just, no. I don't know. Could have been because I was working a lot on the family letters, and there were one or two that were more of the, let's say, emotionally straining kind. Not bad, but just, and it makes you think, and it's exhausting, and while you do that, you also have to work, and so maybe it's that. I don't know. But today, my plan is to scan the photo albums that I showed you from the outside on Friday. I'm gonna scan all of the photos so that I can give it back to my mom. Them, not it, them. It's plural, Sarah. So that I can give them back to my mom. And then I'm waiting for delivery. Today I ordered books for the research for the family letters. It's mostly photo heavy books because I wanted to look up uniforms and medals and stuff. And also a big book on the circus part. So there's just lots of things coming for delivery today. And then tonight, Tina's gonna be here and we're gonna paint. First of all, we gotta record an intro and have a voiceover for Drawful Initiative, and then maybe paint the next painting already, or at least plan it out. Because we probably, if all goes well, we will not have Thursday this week because we are planning to go to the movies with the whole big group, and that would mean we cannot paint Thursday. So we should have a bit of a buffer there. So maybe we work on the next painting afterwards. Anyway, what else is new? Let me see. Nothing else. No, I'm gonna go now and scan photos. Lots of them. See you later. So this is the last day of the vlog. It's Friday again. This week has gone by so fast, and I just edited the clips for the vlog. And I definitely know what I'm gonna title it, because I realized, and I didn't realize throughout the week, that this week revolved a lot around my family, my research that I'm doing. It's not every week that it is so heavy and so prominent and so much in your face that I'm having so many big achievement points unlocked, as they say in the video games, when it comes to the research there or the archiving of the letters. So I'm definitely gonna center this vlog around it, but I also did other things. It's Friday, like I said, and I left off Tuesday. So Wednesday, hubby and I had date night, which was awesome because we played Anachrony, which is, I don't know. I don't want to take anything away. So we played it. We're definitely gonna have it on Gamer's Couch this week. So check out this episode if you want to know what we think about Anachrony, or if you are interested to see what kind of game it is, how it plays, and if it maybe is something for you. Definitely check that out. We're gonna film tonight. It's Friday, yeah. We're gonna film tonight because Hobby had some ideas that we try to make happen for this particular video, but I'm not sure if we can manage. So if the vlog or the podcast on Sunday is looking the same way as every week, don't be disappointed. Then we were just not able to do the cool shit, but we try. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that was Wednesday, and then yesterday, Thursday. Yes, we were very lucky. We were at the movies like we wanted with the whole big group, and we watched Logan. And aside from a few minor critics, I really liked this movie. It was just some editing, cutting things or decisions that I might have liked better towards the end of the movie. And I'm definitely looking forward to see this movie in English. The German sync voices again were just so bad. I think they're good if you don't ever hear the original. But once it's like you cannot unhear the original voices and the way the actors talk in their native tongue, meaning English in this in this case. It's just so not fitting to then hear them with another voice, and yeah, it's just off. Even if the sync work is okay or even good, as long as it's not outstandingly good, it's always going to be bad in my ears. So I'm looking forward to see it again in English and then enjoy all the original voices and the annotations and yeah, all of that. But it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We giggled a lot while we drove to the movies. So we always carpool and we had a lot of fun. Yeah, today I'm just, again, like I said, I'm gonna record with Hobby. I'm also gonna start a new coloring book. And by the way, here's what I colored this week. this one page, and I said earlier, I don't have to always have 10 hours of footage to put into the vlog. But guess what? This is 6 hours of footage that you just saw. Yeah, I didn't realize that I would take 6 hours to color one page. In other coloring books, funny enough, I'm way faster to color. Maybe it's just because there's so many teeny tiny things going on in the Johanna Basford's books that it just takes longer there. Because, well, it's also with the Kirby Roseanne's book, so Animorphia, Imagimorphia, same thing, they take way longer. But I have the same size of page in, for example, The Magical City or Outlander or what are the other books? I cannot read from this far across the room. So I just, I take less time with them, and sometimes I have double spread there to color, and it takes me less time, but for whatever reason, yeah, it was 6 hours. Anyway, just one page, but still I liked it a lot. I had some struggles there with the background. The pastel chalk or the white chalk did not want to lay on top of the very colorful blue Inktense background. I actually just wanted to fade the busy kind of pattern that happened when I base coated the page with the blue Inktense block. But yeah, I could have thrown 500 tons of white chalk on top, wouldn't have worked. Either the dry way or the wet way didn't work. So I just had to smooth everything out with the same color but with the pencil, and then going with a bit of shading with the indigo. But well, things learned, you know. And this week I'm going to work in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith book, coloring book. Do I have it here? No, it's already on the desk. The Jasmine, I'm gonna get it. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. That's the one in that coloring book. I marked a few of them, and these are the pages that have four paintings or outlines on them. Like, for example, let me show you. Like, for example, this one here. And I want to focus on these kinds of pages and, well, maybe finish one a day or something. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna work in. If you want to see the photos of the finished ones or the progress that I have, because it's March, I'm going to post on Instagram with the hashtag the daily marker 30 days or 30 day coloring challenge. And you can also follow me there on my account if you like. The link is in the description box below. So yeah, that's what's gonna come up. And yeah, I made quite some progress in reading in one of the books already that I got for research for the family letters and photos. So I ordered a book that is pretty much a good collection and a oh, there's a tip for you kind of a book with where to direct what request for information like birth certificates, wedding registers, where to direct what to the city or to the church or to certain big archives. There's a couple of genealogical I cannot say it. Ancestry. Genealogical. It's really difficult to say. Databases and archives. There's quite a couple of them in Germany. one in for... Well, the thing is that it's actually quite helpful in this case, that Germany was split. So GDR and what is today's Republic of Germany. And so there's lots of archives there, big ones, where you can direct certain requests to see certain papers or find out connections and things. So I just got a book that lists them all and points you to the right places, instead of you having to research the internet on what of those pages are good and where do you actually find something out and where do you just direct information into nothingness. So I'm halfway through that book already. Did read yesterday while I was cooking dinner and waiting for the folks to arrive, so that we could carpool to the movies. So yeah, that was my week. I'm looking forward to the next week. I'm gonna have a bit more time on Monday because, well, I don't have to record a art day because, well, I got the projects already done. I have 1 week off. I'm not going to take the second week off because there I definitely already want to have work done for Random Act of Kindness. I want to have that filmed. I want to have that in the can, as they say in the movies. And I want to send out the letters because I don't want things to arrive in April. So I'm not going to work on video production for Art Day next Monday. But I'm definitely gonna work on publishing or scheduling and everything. I got lots of videos that I did that I just uploaded where I didn't do any blogging or scheduling work already. So I gotta do that. And also I have to record Beyond the Lines one episode. So I'm going to do that. And yeah. Then I do maybe have Tuesday a bit more time to either read or to work on the letters. It's just, yeah, happy coincidence. So I'm looking forward to having a bit more time for myself next week. But yeah, that's that. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's enough of the rambling. I hope you enjoyed watching along, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you have researched your ancestry or are currently doing that, maybe in the European area, so not only German but maybe European, let me know, because yeah, it's always nice to have somebody else on the same journey and maybe help each other out with things that you learn. And yeah, have a lovely day. Maybe you got some time to color or to paint or to do any other creative thing. Do something for yourself, enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow on Gamers Couch, and on Monday the big critical hits is gonna start. So take care, everybody. Bye bye.